What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk. Wow, man, Jaime Munguia is just coming off of pretty much the biggest fight of his career, man. And everybody's giving him credit. Everybody's, telling Jaime Munguia what an awesome job he's doing, man. He just knocked out, John Ryder, which Canelo Alvarez couldn't even knock him out. You know what I mean? Smash that like button and subscribe as soon as you guys come in, y'all. Let's get these likes up for sure. But that's something that Canelo Alvarez couldn't even do, man. And I think, Jaime Munguia did an awesome job. I'm gonna be honest. I think he did an awesome job. But when everybody's giving you credit, there's always that one person. There's always that one person that is always on your shit, and you're like, damn, bro, like you can't be happy for me, man. I just got the pretty much the best knockout of my career, the best win of my career. Because a lot of people thought, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I'm gonna say some people thought that John Ryder actually beat Canelo Alvarez, you guys. So that's actually something as well you got to think about, man. So, some people actually think that, John Ryder beat Canelo. So that's a big, that's a big upset right there within itself, and now you're talking about, Jaime Munguia, and now David Benavidez, you guys, is that one guy that has something to say, man. And he taunts him. He pretty much taunts him, man. And I'll read what he said verbatim. But this is the Mexican monster, okay? That's what they're calling him. And that he's pretty much went to social media to say this because they're both fighting at 168 pounds. You know, they're both Mexican. Obviously, Benavidez is mixed as well. But both Mexican. And, David Benavidez, look, after the fight, he posts on Instagram and he has this to say. I'm going to actually post, I'm going to try to post the picture that I have right here for you guys. Smash that like button and subscribe. So yeah, man, right here, David Benavidez on social media, you guys, says he said this a easy knockout. That's why they ducked me. So mind you, there's some leverage behind. There's something behind what he's saying. And what he's saying is that's why they ducked me. And him and Oscar De La Hoya, they were in negotiations for over 2 weeks. And after, you know, a couple weeks in, you know, after a couple weeks in, they pretty much, they pretty much told him, look, man, you know, that's crazy, man. I cannot get over the fact that I can't believe that that they did that. Yeah, man. I just right now, man, Jaime Munguia is getting called out by David Benavidez. He's saying that he's the top guy. Jaime Munguia is saying he's the top guy. He wants Canelo Alvarez next. David Benavidez wants Canelo Alvarez next. I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, he's saying Jaime Munguia ducked him, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I think Jaime Munguia is coming off the best performance of his career, but I still don't think that Jaime Munguia beats a fit and trim Caleb Plant, which David Benavidez stopped. I think a boxer gives Jaime Munguia problems, especially a boxer that has a good punch output. Caleb Plant has a really good punch output. Um, especially if fighters like Jaime Munguia. But Jaime Munguia was pumping that jab out, against John Ryder, man, and he surprised me. Jaime Munguia was pumping that jab out, and I think we got to give a lot of credit to Freddie Roach, his new trainer. His new trainer came through for him on this one, man, for sure. He really did. You know, smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Hold tight. Smash that like button and subscribe. I'm back, you guys. So yeah, man. Right now, Freddie Roach has really done a lot, for Jaime Munguia right now. You guys can see it in, Jaime Munguia's, intelligence in the ring and the way he fights, man. You guys can tell. Jaime Munguia is a changed fighter. Now, I'm not saying that he can beat the likes of Caleb Plant. I mean, or David Benavidez. I'm not saying that because right now, I think boxers can affect him, and I think guys that are his size or bigger that are not phased by his power can definitely, spell problems for Jaime Munguia. Because Jaime Munguia, you know, make nothing, make note. I would just say make note of it that Jaime Munguia did get touched up a little bit and possibly buzzed by John Ryder because there was a point in that fight where John Ryder you know hit Jaime Munguia with a clean shot and it buzzed him and he started going backwards and retrieving almost. I'm not gonna say 100% retrieving, but he was backing up, and then when John Ryder cut the ring off, he held. I'm replaying it clear as day in my head. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Let's get these likes up, man. Smash that like button. So I've seen that. I've seen Jaime Munguia, get buzzed by John Ryder. If you're gonna get buzzed by John Ryder, man, you got a lot of problems with David Benavidez, man. I'm just being honest. You know, you're gonna have a lot of problems with David Benavidez. Jaime Munguia, he's a good fighter at 168, but I just think David Benavidez is too big, too strong, and I think he just overpowers Jaime Munguia. But Jaime Munguia is big too, though. Pause. He's a big 168 pounder too. But I don't know, man. I think that David Benavidez size is different, man. You know, David Benavidez is really big for 168 pounds, and he can cut off the ring. And he can take, and he can give some and take a plenty too. You know, I don't know. I don't know though, man, because then he got a late stoppage too. So it's like, I don't know. Jaime Munguia did well against John Ryder. I will say that. I will say he did good because the Jaime Munguia that fought, what he fought, Devonchenko? I don't know. Jaime Munguia, he didn't look that good. I mean, he hasn't really looked dominant since the Saddam Ali fight. He hasn't looked dominant since the Saddam Ali fight. You know, so I just want to see what I want to see what Jaime Munguia can really do in that ring, man. Because right now, man, Jaime Munguia just coming off the biggest win. You know, I could see a Canelo versus Munguia fight in May. I can see that happening, but the only thing is, Canelo Alvarez is signed under Al Heyman for one more fight, I believe. And so, with that being said, I'm pretty sure that Canelo Alvarez is gonna go the route of PBC because that's his next fight is gonna be with the PBC. Not necessarily saying he got to fight a PBC fighter, but if you're Al Heyman and you got Canelo Alvarez at your disposal, why not give him another house fight where you make more money off both fighters? You think Al Heyman's in the business of just making money off one fighter? Or do you think he's in the business of making money off two fighters and the damn fight? You know? Jaime Munguia is coming with a lot of extra shit because you got Oscar De La Hoya behind him. He's got his hand in the cookie jar tenfold. For sure. For sure. That's a fact. So it's like, David Benavidez right now versus Jaime Munguia, if it goes down, it will be a PBC fighter and it will be a Golden Boy fighter. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't see Al Heyman and Oscar I don't think it's a big enough fight for them to do work. And I'm not saying they won't, but I mean, you know, look, man, Canelo has Al Heyman has a roster for Canelo. I mean, he's got a lot of fighters. He's got both Charlos. You know, I mean, the list goes on. Danny Garcia, Boo Boo Andre, Jerome Butenis, Keith Thurman, Tim Tszyu. Um, these are all PBC fighters. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. All PBC fighters. I just think right now, man, Jaime Munguia is caught in a place of you're gonna have to fight somebody, and you're gonna have to fight somebody big, and you're gonna have to fight somebody big pretty soon. And what I mean by that is, you know, where you're not the favorite to win, and you're not, you know, people are gonna probably bet against you for the first time in your career. Or the second, I think it's gonna be the first though, but I think John Ryder was the underdog going into that fight. But yeah, man. Jaime Munguia is gonna have to really show me something, man. Because what I've been seeing lately hasn't been cutting it. I did like what I seen, out of his last fight, but you can't judge a fighter, on just one fight, you know. But he did, a lot has happened for Jaime Munguia in the last, you know, 6 months to a year. He switched trainers. He went with Freddie Roach. He went with Freddie Roach. Okay. And not only that, you guys, he had a baby. Okay. Jaime Munguia has a baby now. So Jaime Munguia has Jaime Munguia Jr. now. And so when you have a son in this world, when you have a kid in this world in general, you have to take care of somebody else other than yourself. Your hunger and your urgency level intensifies tenfold. Okay? So not only does he have a Hall of Fame trainer in his corner now, okay? Not Hall of Fame fighter, I said Hall of Fame trainer. Mind you, Eric Morales was a Hall of Fame fighter that was training Jaime Munguia last, okay? Now you're dealing with a Hall of Fame fighter. Oscar De La Hoya said that was a good move. You know, being once trained by him, so he knows. But Jaime Munguia is a father now. And what comes with that is a lot of responsibility. And, you got to take care of more people than just yourself. You got to take care of another human being, you know? And so right now, I just think Jaime Munguia is in grind mode. And I think you're going to get the best Jaime Munguia you're going to probably ever be able to get in the next couple fights, you know? If he fights another, John Ryder caliber, or level, or another level like right under the Canelo level, like a Jermell Charlo, like a Caleb Plant. I think all of them guys give Jaime Munguia fits. Not saying they're gonna win, not saying Jaime Munguia is gonna win. It's a 50-50 fight. I mean, but right now, if Jaime Munguia were to get in with Canelo Alvarez, it'd be a 75-25 fight for me. Okay. Okay. Because I know for a fact that Canelo was gonna train his ass off for that fight. And not only that, I think it would be a lot on the line. Two Mexican fighters, two, former or current Golden Boy fighters. I mean, it'd just be a lot behind that Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez. It wouldn't just be a fight. It would be like a spectacle. It'd be a lot of back and forth, Canelo and Oscar going back and forth. They don't really like each other. Um, and I feel like Jaime Munguia was supposed to be, you know, the next Canelo Alvarez, I feel like, but he hasn't really looked like that here of late. He looked like that when he fought Saddam Ali, but after that, I mean, you know, he's been fighting, Joe Schmo, and it's just like, yo, what the hell we doing? So I just feel like now, man, him fighting, a credible guy in John Ryder is a really good thing. And I think it helps his career. And I think, Jaime Munguia at this point in his career, man, is in the prime of his career. He's about 29 years old, almost 30 years old. He just had a kid. He just switched trainers for Freddie Roach. And he's hungry as he could possibly ever be. This is going to be the best Jaime Munguia you're going to get. You're not going to get a better Jaime Munguia than you're getting right now. I don't know of any major injuries from Jaime Munguia, or anything else, but I just feel like right now, Jaime Munguia is in prime form to possibly upset a Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Not saying he's going to upset David Benavidez because I think that's a bigger fight. I think not only not a bigger fight meaning like that. I think it's a bigger, harder fight. For Jaime Munguia. I feel like he has a chance with Canelo, because of Canelo's fighting style, and Canelo likes to get hit. Shit, we seen John Ryder touching Canelo up. So, I mean, that jab that Jaime Munguia nullified all of that. That jab did numbers, man, for Jaime Munguia versus John Ryder. Jaime Munguia really showed out, man. That's why a lot of fans and fighters are saying shit about it because he really did show out. When you show out like that, you're gonna get the good You gonna get the bag, and you gonna get the in between what everybody's got to say about you. You know, oh, it's easy. Oh, I'm gonna knock you out. You know, I seen holes and shit like that. Every fighter has holes. You know, especially when you fight a guy like that. John Ryder is possibly coming off the biggest fight of his career. It was the biggest fight of his career, fighting Canelo Alvarez. Your very next fight, you fight Jaime Munguia and lose like that. You just put on a hell of a performance against Canelo Alvarez, and then you just put on a performance like that versus Jaime Munguia. That either shows that you weren't in shape, you didn't take this fight seriously, or you're over the hill, or it might just be the fact that Jaime Munguia is just that good. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look for, Jaime Munguia to be this great Mexican legend. And I'm not saying that he's not a great Mexican fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying he is either. I'm just saying he's got a lot of proving to do, because the last, you know, 7, 8 years, I mean, I just feel like Jaime Munguia, he got skyrocketed all the way up to 29-0. And then he fought Saddam Ali, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And around that, if not 29, 30 or 28, something like that. But he fought Saddam Ali. And then after that, 10 fights, 12 fights, man. This is your best fight of your career, beating John Ryder in that fashion. Best win of his career. Hands down. Charles D in the chat, what's happening, my brother? What's going on, man? Jaime Munguia, David Benavidez. Who you got, man? Awesome fight. Two big names in boxing. You know, you got Jaime Munguia coming off the biggest win of his career. Okay, and then and then you got you got Jaime Munguia coming off the biggest win, and then you got, you know, some would say David Benavidez coming off the biggest win of his career, stopping Demetrius Boo Boo Andre like that. I mean, he stopped the shit out of him. Dude had no chance. I mean, he got hit with that power, and Demetrius Andre pretty much backed up because he knew what time it was. It was night for him after that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like some of the guys on David Benavidez's resume, I don't even think Jaime Munguia could beat. I know he couldn't beat him before the John Ryder fight. The John Ryder fight really did show me something, but I just feel like some of it has to go on the blame of John Ryder. Like, what kind of shape did you come in? I thought he was a little chubby coming into the fight. I thought I've seen him a little bit more lean than that. But like I said, man, it is what it is. He made the weight. Um, but yeah, man, John Ryder, man, he looked terrible, man. He didn't look good at all, man. And when you're a fighter like that and you're at that top level, man, it just looks uglier and uglier the more you keep getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened to John Ryder. He was just getting beat up in that fight, man. Romanian Mike in the building. What's happening, man? He says Benavidez split decision. I mean majority decision. Oh, so you got to go into the scorecards on this fight. Okay. I don't got this fight going to the scorecards at all. But I don't know, man. Jaime Munguia showed that he can fight off the back foot a little bit, and that he has definitely the spring in his legs. His legs look definitely, like they were in good shape. He was bouncing all over the ring, for nine full rounds. He was bouncing all over the ring and, you know, dipping in and out and, you know, keeping keeping that high work rate, and he might not have been punching the whole time, but he was feinting. He was doing a lot of the small things that a veteran fighter would do with over 40 professional fights in Jaime Munguia. If you got 40 professional fights, man, you know, and then you got up team, you know, you got up team, what's the word I'm looking for? You got umpteen amateur fights. I mean, it's like, yo, what kind of, at the same time, he's been training, you know, in the professional ranks for years now. But it's like finally we get you to fight a guy that we want you to fight or that we wanted you to fight. You know, Jaime McGee's been fighting guys that we maybe not have heard of, or either they were past their prime. Facts. Or they were oversized, overmatched, like Saddam Ali. One of, still to this day, one of Jaime Munguia's signature moments is beating Saddam Ali. Can you believe he was at 147 at one point? I believe it was at 147. Could have been at 154, but I'm almost positive it was at 147. He beat Saddam Ali, and now look at him. He's stopping guys like John Ryder at 168. Okay? Okay? That's a 21, what is that? A 21-pound weight division. I mean weight difference. You know? That's welterweight, super welterweight, middleweight, super middleweight. That's four weight classes. That's a height. That's a height. Jaime Munguia went up four weight classes and is still fighting at the top level. That's respect to Jaime Munguia, man. You guys gotta understand he won a belt at 147. Don't forget that now. Do not forget that. You know? But yeah, man, I mean Jaime Munguia right now, you guys, is one of the hottest fighters in boxing. I mean, this was a huge win for him and his team. I'm gonna go over some of the punch stats for you guys. Jaime Munguia, 146 punches landed, okay, versus John Ryder, okay, 468 thrown for Jaime Munguia, okay. So that makes it a 31% connection rate. You know what I mean? That's okay. Lot of, he had almost 500 thrown punches in 9 rounds. Smash that like button and subscribe. John Ryder says, excuse me, John Ryder was, he thrown 300, landed 77, and had a 26% connection rate. John Ryder's production was nowhere near Jaime Munguia in the first couple rounds. I mean, it was like a landslide the first 3 rounds. I gave it to Jaime Munguia. I thought he did a hell of a job. You know, I didn't see John Ryder pick it up until like the 6th and 7th round. You know, and by that time you were down on all the scorecards. You were down. You had 2 10-8 rounds at least, and you were down, dude, big time. You were down. You know, you were down. You were down a lot. You could have been down shit 8, 9 points. It just depends. I mean, the guy was down a lot um, going into that ninth and final round. Um, but yeah, man, I just think right now in the career of Jaime Munguia, he just got to fight the best. And John Ryder is a step in the right direction, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. This is either 8 for 8 or 9 for 9. We're gonna try to keep it going, baby. We're gonna try to keep it going for sure. Guys, I did a Jaime Munguia live yesterday as well. After the fight, your boy picked up the bag. Um, and thank you, Jaime Munguia. You got me paid, man. You got me paid for sure. And I'm forever grateful. You know, Jaime Munguia did, but Collazo in the fight before really got me paid, you know. Let's just say it was a plus 450 from 1 through 3, rounds 1 through 3 for Collazo to win. I picked 1 through 3. He got knocked out. Collazo knocked the guy out in the third round with about 15 to 20 seconds left on the clock. Okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, though. Please smash that like button and subscribe. Okay? Until next time, you guys. Peace.